Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sweet Remedy, episode number 35. And as they say on the footy show, it's been a big week in cycling.
It has.
It has been a big week. You had a big weekend.
Oh, I went to Beverley. And my lordy lord, it's a long drive on your own. It's a long drive getting there. It's a long wait for a good coffee. You'll not get one. And once you're tired after doing a race, driving back on your own seems to take even longer, man.
You seem to be harping on your own. What's that all about?
Well, no one to share it.
You all right?
I'm all right.
You okay?
Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. No, it's just a long drive on your own, mate. You don't know one to talk to. I actually resorted to calling John Clark on the phone on the way back just so I could hear the voice. And he talked at me for 25 minutes.
John Clark talking on a phone would take care of 3 hours of any day. So
yeah, certainly.
Good call.
Mate, I must say, Beverley, on the weekend, I didn't stay for the heroic on the Sunday.
No.
I had other things to do, but the handicap, one of the oldest handicaps in the country, was run really, really well by SPR and Toby Hodgson. Did a fantastic job. Handicaps, interesting. I was gifted a marvellous mark, 21 minutes. A little bit generous, I would have thought. I was thinking I was be a bit further down than that, but you take them when you get them. The only problem with that, mate, is the horsepower up there is not quite as much, and you have to work a whole lot harder.
No, that's right. And at the end of the day, it's a handicap.
You have to ride.
You get given your mark, you use the boast of your mark, and a very big well done to
Roger Blow.
There you go, Roger Blow,
Cove Legal, or Blow Legal as I like to call it. Roger's a good mate of mine.
Is he?
Yeah, I know Rog well. I was talking to him via the Facebook Messenger. I said, oh mate, so much for the just need a tune-up ride pre-Tour Margaret River. He says, yeah, I'm a bit shocked. I attacked up the last hill to unload the last E grader so I could win the grade, or D grade, or I can't remember which grade he was in, and no one came with me, and I won solo. Just one of the biggest races in the state.
How close did you get to Roger Blow?
I think we got within 2 minutes at the end. We had 6 minutes to make up with 10k to go.
What mark was Roger on?
I was 35.
That's how you use a handicap, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Roger.
Used it well. I think he was around there anyway. So yeah,
that's what handicap bike racing is. You get your mark, you use your mark, and you cross the line first.
And a big congratulations to Logan Cole, the fastest time. He was there with Henry Morley and a few others.
Chris Beck. From scratch in the finishing bunch there.
And that band that Brett Stapleton rode away from his block bunch with the rest of the scratch bunch to come across the line with the leaders. Eddie Hollins had a lovely B grade mark, as he should do, given his age.
No.
As he should do, given
Chris
his age.
Beck's older than him. He was on scratch.
Yeah, okay,
I think. Don't shoot me, Chris, if you're not on it. Anyway, the Beverley, well done, Toby Hodgson, well done, SPR, well done, I think, to Perth Mountain Bike Club, don't shoot me if I'm wrong.
It was PMC. Perth Mountain Bike Club did the cyclocross.
Did the cyclocross, and by all reports, Beverley Heroic on Sunday was magnificent. On Sunday,
it was hot. It was
a warm day on Sunday.
Hot.
I got a little bit sunburn on the head. On Sunday, went out to West Coast Masters, last race of the year, out at Herne Hill, and they have a year-long contest for teams prize. And guess who won the team prize?
The Blessing of Unicorns won the team.
The Blessing won the team prize.
There's a lovely picture of Chris Singleton with a number of trophies. Closest he's got to a trophy in his life.
Closest thing he's got to a trophy in a bike race, no doubt about it. And the Blessing won team of the year, and the Blessing's number one rider, Andy Brearley, took out the top gong for number one rider of the year.
I had a heart attack hearing that.
he might have. But well done, Andy Brearley, because it's very rare that an A grader takes out the top gong these days. He's gone so well this year.
Did you say top gong or top dong? Because there's a lot of A graders who get the top dong award, that's for sure.
He's probably getting that confused where he's in Thailand, getting ready for the Tour of Chiang Mai at the moment. He's gone so well this year, he didn't even have to be here for the last 3 races of the season. That's how much he smashed it.
He's won a lot.
He's going well this year, there's no two ways about it. I saw a photo of Andy in front of some big Buddha temple somewhere in Chiang Mai the other day, and I tell you what, he has definitely stopped eating Tim Tams, there's no doubt about it. He's a skinny
lot
man
of ribs.
And looking very, very fit. So I know he's going to watch this because he messages on Facebook. So good luck, Andy Brearley, in the Tour of Chiang Mai coming up, I think, this weekend.
I think it is this weekend, yeah. If it's not this, it's the next.
Now, a few things with West Coast Masters. You'll see on the screen now the free trial ride It's a little business card that you can pick up from either Fila Australia or you can pick it up from your local bike shop if you send us an email at matt1@iinet.net.au. Now, the free trial is one ride. If you've never been a member of West Coast Masters, you can use this free trial, for no entry, one ride, come out and try out West Coast Masters. All of you who either don't have a Cycle Sport WA licence, or if you do have a Cycle Sport WA licence, you can come and use that. If you've never been a member of West Coast Masters, come and have a race. Now, something else the West Coast Masters are doing is they're doing the Women's Initiative. And now this has got class written all over it. 8 o'clock start at the first 5 criteriums of the season. There will be a women's only race go on, so that any ladies out there, women, females, girls, whatever you'd like to be called, because I always get in trouble for saying the wrong thing, come out and have a try at West Coast Masters.
We'll just go with chicks.
Chicks, we're just going to go with chicks. Or if you know that old John English show, you go with Chicky Babes.
Chicky Babes.
Chicky Babes. Anyway, come and try out at West Coast Masters. Now, November the 5th, best day of the year. Race number 1 of the West Coast Masters Criterium Series, sponsored by Pointer Racing Systems. Yay! Pointer Racing Systems Events, that's me, is sponsoring the first crit. We're looking for more sponsors for the West Coast Masters Criteriums this summer. You can get in touch with Wayne Lally Meldos or Merv Byfield. They're your 3 go-tos really to try and get by. I'm sure KHT are going to sponsor one.
No.
KHT is sponsoring 2, it turns out. So well done to KHT. Now, we have another bike race to talk about. We'll just leave that to one second because we always hear from parents of kids. Matthew.
When did Beck Whedon's mum ring you?
Well,
Beck
no, she
Whedon.
hasn't run. She hasn't run yet. I'm sure we'll hear from her.
But Beck Whedon, she's a world champion
World
again.
champion again. Adelia Neethling, world champion for the first time. Well done to our 2 girls.
So Beck won the team sprint.
Team sprint with Laura Lee Moss.
She was second in the pursuit.
Right.
And
Second
she got
in
another.
something
And she got a second in something else and a bronze in something else.
Because she's greedy.
She took
Simple.
all the medals.
And while we're on it, we didn't mention this during the year, and it's a bit late mentioning, but I've got to mention it now because I know he watches. Congratulations to Richard Barville. He is World Grand Fondo Road Champion for this year in his age category. Races C grade at the West Coast Masters. When I say races C grade, he's one of the C grades that actually races, goes very, very strong indeed, rips them apart. I think he's 92 at last count. Richard Barville, well done on your World Road title. Sorry we didn't mention it earlier, but World Road Champion. Now getting back to parents of kids, the greatest rugby union player never to have played rugby union for New Zealand, Theo Yates' mum got in touch with me. Dorte doesn't play rugby union, neither does Theo, because Theo's
too skinny,
too little, chose to be a bike rider. He's been national junior champion.
terrible moustache.
Bad Errol Flynn moustache.
Yeah, very,
Bad
very
moustache.
bad.
But he won the last stage of the Tour of Iran. Again, he's done it before, but he's done it again this year. Great vision of Theo winning the race. Great vision of Theo on the podium. Well done, Theo Yates.
Right.
This is one of those guys.
Pat's Veg Drapac.
Pat's Veg Drapac. But you look at the guys that this guy came through with. Brendan Meaney, Luke Vittler, Bradley Linfield, Trent Deracourt, Theo Yates.
Last man standing.
Last man standing. Well done, Theo Yates. You're turning into a very good professional.
Mind you, Brendan Meaney, he will be at Cape this weekend because he's got a passion for the mountain bike cross.
He's a very good bike rider, and of course, unfortunately, Luke Vittler had a bad crash a couple of years ago. G'day to Luke, one of a very, very good bike rider. Bradley Linfield, I know, was riding a bike recently.
Yeah, he's showed up a couple of peels.
Showed
apparently.
up for 1 or 2. It's good, nice to see, because that kid,
He was class.
forget about it, that kid could ride a bike. Now, the Graham Brown Super Crit is still coming up. Registrations should be open tonight. Now, for all of you under 19 cyclists out there who are going to be racing, if you're riding the main race, the GB Super Crit, not B grade, the main race, $250 in vouchers up for grabs, possibly cash for the first under 19 male. In the women's race, $250 up for the first under 19 woman, because that's all in together anyway. And what we're going to do, we know that it's all, I know it's all in for the women's race because it was last year and we had over 20 starters, nearly 30 starters. First woman over the age of 35 in the GB Super Crit, $250, and in the main race, the GB Super Crit main race, over 40 because there's so many over 35s in A grade at the moment. First over 40 to get to the line will also be on 250.
You have to get to the line though.
You do have to get to the line in all of them. Don't be pulling out after 20 minutes.
And
you must
of
finish.
those young guys riding B grade or the main race, Conor McCann, you're riding the main race this year.
Is he here?
He's coming back.
Conor McCann's coming back to Australia.
So I hear.
You aren't getting B grade anywhere in Australia ever again, Conor McCann. Talk about a bandit.
Oh, geez, the best banditry I've seen forever.
Goodness me.
Did he
I'm
take some
surprised he
cash?
doesn't wear a mask. So, 30 odd bucks to enter the crit. It's quite cheap in comparison to a lot of the other things out there at the moment. Don't forget, there's nothing on this weekend really, but the weekend after is the State Road Championship. We must talk about that because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be Dan O'Donoghue's bitch.
Yeah.
I'm going to help Dan O'Donoghue.
Dan's going to have his hand
Yep.
up.
Dan O'Donoghue is the race director, event manager, and I'm going to be assistant race director with Dan. So whatever Dan tells me to do, I have to do.
You're only going because you heard you get $100 donation.
It says 200.
Okay.
It said 200. No, that's not the only reason I'm going. I'm going because Dan needs a hand.
And he does. No, go and ride that. It's going to be a
And
good.
$200.
It's a good course. It's a really good course, and you will enjoy it. Like a lot of the people enjoyed the Beverley on the weekend. Didn't look like they enjoyed it when they finished.
No, it didn't look like they enjoyed it. Anyway, if you would like a free trial voucher and you don't know where Fila Watertown is, or if you don't have a bike shop you go to because you're one of those people who buys direct out of warehouses or from the internet, you can email us
That one, iinet.net.au. Be there, be square. Thanks for coming. See you next week.
Bye bye.